Aqua and Magma. They're back. And to be honest, I really want to get pumped for this. I really, really do. Now, to be honest, we're getting specialist Pokemon back, and unlike when we went into unlike with Platinum, where we actually got Team Galactics, and it was Stage 1s that are basics, Stage 2s that are basics, but they're just slightly bigger than your average basic. This is actually a case of they're standard Stage 1s, they're just Team Aqua or Team Magma. And to be honest, I like that. It's a very, very nice thing to see. Now, the major reason I want to get pumped for this is I do want to actually turn around and say, hey, hopefully as time goes on, they're going to turn around and say, oh well, you got Aqua, you got Magma, here, have some gym leaders, here, have the E4, have the champion. You know, have those guys in. Have all the nice guys, you know, have all of this stuff. Well, I don't want that. Because they'd have to give general support. It wouldn't just be a case of here's Magma support, here's Aqua support, here's Gym Leader support, here's E4 support, here's Champion support. They'd have to make generic support for all of it. They'd have to make a central engine. And it basically means that these evolution-based decks could stand up to X's and give us a varied worlds. That's all I'm really going to say on it because I don't want to ramble. So let's actually look at the cards. Let's actually see what they're giving us for Team Aqua and Team Magma right to start. First on the list is Team Magma's Camerupt. Now I'm going to focus mostly on the abilities because this seems to be where these cards really shine through. If one of them seems to have a really good attack to go with the ability, then I'll tell you. So Magma Camerupt's ability is Burn Draft. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may choose a fire or a dark energy from your discard pile and attach it to him. So, acceleration, it's fire or dark. I'm kind of perplexed why it's dark. I'm guessing that ties into the older side of Aqua versus Magma, back from the original Gen 3 days. On its own, don't see that much with it. I mean, it's got an attack which is for fire, double colorless, fireball, 60 damage, move a basic energy from him to one of your bench Pokemon. So, okay, yeah, I could see that doing something. Basically, accelerating energy onto him, move on to something on the bench. It's a bit like using Dynamo to guess. It's not as versatile because it has to go to Camerupt and then he attacks to move it. But to be honest, that still in itself, it sounds pretty good to me. Alongside Camerupt, obviously we have normal, nothing special. Fire colorless, do 30, discard energy to him, attached to him. I don't think you're going to be focusing on attacking with normal for most of the game, so Camerupt's again. We'll stay focused on the Pokemon for a little bit. I'll come back to the trainers. Team Magma's Groudon X. One. Why an X? We don't need X's. It's Aqua versus Magma. We don't need X's. Enough with the X's. I'm glad that just by looking at the artwork I can tell this is a joke card. It's just something for collectors, but we don't need X's. Make Aqua Magma its own thing, please. Please, let's make all the serious Aqua Magma evolution based. Let's do the good thing. Okay. Ability, Power Saver. If there are 4 or less Pokemon in play with Team Magma in their name, this Pokemon can't attack. Okay, so big guy needs setup. Yeah, I like this. Basically, it says 4 or less. If not 4 or less. So you need 4 Pokemon in bench.
Namely, it's a whole fact that it's not saying you need. It's saying you need at least 5, really. Basically, if you've got 5 or 6 Magma Pokemon in play, you can attack. He does count himself, so I mean, there's nothing here saying he doesn't. So there you go. It doesn't say other. Let's see his attack then. Triple fighting, colorless, 80 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon has any damage counters on it, does an additional 80. So basically, what you're saying is, if I put any damage on their active, I'm knocking out hexes for 4 energy. 4 energy. Not double colorless compatible, so it's all fighting. Other than the energy cost, I like these words. 80 plus 80, that's 160. Okay, most X's have 170, 180 hit points, so yeah, okay, yeah, that's usable, except for the energy cost. Not a huge fan of it so far. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, next. Team Magma's cleared on. Ability, Magma Switch. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may move an energy card attached to one of your Pokemon with Team Magma in its name to another Pokemon. Well, another of your Pokemon, sorry. I don't want to get nitpicky with me on that. Now, I can see some utility with this. We've already seen the Camerupt. It puts energy onto itself from a discard pile. So, discard onto Camerupt. Camerupt use Claydol's ability to move it onto something else. And it picks up Fire and Dark. So you can't use it with Team Magma's Groudon, but you can use it with another Camerupt. I know for a fact there's a Sharpedo on the site, you can probably use it with that. It could be a way of accelerating for colorless costs as well. But this is 2 stage 1s. Can we do better? We'll have to find out. We'll have to wait and see. Team Magma's Baltoy. Psychic colorless, do 20 damage to something. Okay. I'm going to spoil it right now. There's a trainer that actually turns around and says, for 1 fighting, do the exact same thing. Cravana, Fin Pistol, 1 dark energy, 10 times the number of heads you get on 2 coins. So, averaging 10, can be 20, can be nothing. Oh no, sorry. That's not even a Team Magma, that's a Team Aqua. That's Team Aqua's Cravana. Team Aqua's Sharpedo. Dark evolves from Team Aqua's Cravana. Only just noticed that they actually have to evolve from a Team Aqua equivalent. Might be slightly less versatile, but stage 1, do you really care about your basic? As long as it does the job, I guess. So, Team Aqua's Sharpedo has the ability Aqua Search. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may search your deck for Pokemon with Team Aqua in its name, show it to your opponent, put it in your hand. I'm going to be honest right now. That ability, I love it. I really, really love it. Oh, search for a Pokemon with Team Aqua in its name. Well, obviously I'm going to get Team Aqua deck, I won't have the Sharpedo, would I? So, search for any Pokemon in my deck. Put it in my hand. It's bay-based search without a cost. It's bay-based search without a cost and without using your supporter. It's Elm's training method without using a supporter. Every turn. I'm starting to see where that is bad. Okay. After Sharpedo, we've got Team Aqua's Kyogre X. Same as Groudon, Power Saver, 4 or less Pokemon with Team Aqua in their name can't attack, so you need 5 or 6. For triple water colourless, Aqua Impact. 80 damage, plus 20 more damage for each colourless in the opponent's active Pokemon's retreat cost. I'm going to be honest right now, I don't see that being... compared to Groudon, that's not as good. At least with Groudon, it was a case of... you can see the numbers for knocking out X's. With this, it's a case of... okay, it's 4 energy, base 80, you're most likely doing maybe 100, 120. Your opponent needs to put an absolute brick of a Pokemon in front of you to actually have you do 160. It needs a retreat cost of 4. I'm going to be honest, I'm not willingly going to put something with a retreat cost of 4 in the active position unless I'm running Floatstone, and then it makes it 0, so you do 80. Personally, nah. Groudon was only bad because of his attack cost. Kyogre, on the other hand, is much less usable. It's much less fun, much less powerful. It doesn't say I do something, it says I'm a card. That's it. It's binder bait. It's like, oh look, Team Aqua's Kyogre X. Binder. GG. Aqua's Grimer, Tackle and Mud Slap. 10 and 30 respectively. Actually, let me check this out. Can I do it? No, I can't. Oh no, what Muck is doing to her. That does not look right. No, seriously. If that doesn't make sense. I'm gonna say he wants a hug. Yeah, he wants a hug. He has the ability Sludge Party. The retreat cost of each of your opponent's Pokemon that does not have Team Aqua in the name is 1 colourless more. Now he doesn't have to be active for that, so as soon as he hits the bench, okay, you've got higher retreat cost. Okay. Does that actually do anything in the game? Other than help Kyogre. I mean, if you pair with this, if you want to play Kyogre and you pair it with this, then yeah, Kyogre starts doing damage, but then it's getting the energy onto Kyogre. It's 3 water and a colourless. Blastoise is still a thing, but that means that, well, you can't afford to double set up. You put 2 Squirtles down. Well, as long as your opponent makes sure to not knock out a Squirtle, you can't attack with Kyogre. So what else does this mock-up going for it? Psychic double colourless. You can use Pester, 60 damage. If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, do 30 more. So 3 energy, or 2 if using double colourless, to do 60. If you use something like Laser, 30. Extra on top, so that's 90. Potentially 2 attachments, 90 damage. I've seen worse cards, but it's situational. It's not a case of you can guarantee turning around and saying, here's a special condition, do the 90, so it's 2 for 60. Well, potentially 2 for 60, most likely going to be 3 for 60. 20 per energy, not exactly the best energy to damage ratio, so not a huge fan right now. But this is just the first wave of Team Magma and Team Aqua. Team Magma and Team Aqua Pokemon. So most likely going to get a lot better. The first wave always tends to be a little and then basically once we're introduced to the mechanic we'll say here's some good stuff. So basically first wave you tend to just buy trainers and supporters, and then when the second wave comes you'll say, well I'm set to actually build that deck. I can build the good one. So let's have a quick skim over these trainers and supporters. Only 2 in this main chunk. Back to Team Magma, we've got the Magma Pointer. It's a Pokemon tool, but I'm going to actually turn around and say and tell you what it really is. It's a return of a TM, a technical machine. You attach it to one of your Pokemon that doesn't already have a tool. Your Pokemon with Team Magma in its name that has this card attached to it can use the attack on this card. You still need the necessary energy for it. For 1 fighting energy, Magma Pointer. This attack does 20 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Usual suffix text about no weakness and resistance on the bench. I'm going to be honest, 1 energy for a 20 snipe, not exactly the biggest thing in the world. We've seen much better, we've seen much more effective. To be honest, if it was a case of 1 do 30, 1 do, or 1 for 40, if it was 1 for 40 to any Pokemon, I'd look at it and think yes. But I'm not going to put this on one of my Pokemon as its tool to use an attack that's 20 to the bench when a lot of basics already do that. There's a lot of stuff that you can turn around and say. There's a lot of stuff that turns around and says energy requirement, hit the active and do something to the bench. So if this was a case of whenever you're a Pokemon, if this was a case of on top of your Pokemon doing its attack damage, it can also do 20 to 20 bench opponent's bench Pokemon, then yeah, I'd say go for it. But it's not. It's give it another attack, give it its 3rd attack. So all in all, not too amazing. Next up, Team Aqua's Hideout. Trainer Stadium. Each Pokemon that does not have Team Aqua in its name pays 1 colourless more to retreat. So it's Muck's Sludge Party, but as a stadium, so 1 Muck. So 1 Muck, 1 Hideout. Kyogre actually can get some damage output. Still energy for Kyogre. I don't see seeing that much play unless forcing your opponent to retreat is a thing that actually happens in the game anytime soon, but basically you want to push your opponent's Pokemon back onto the bench. You want to actually bring out something big and say, haha, you have to retreat. If that's the case, then yeah, I say go for it. That will be pretty interesting. But right now, I don't see it having a place in the format. I don't see it having a place in the game. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Ah, here we go. We got the grunts. Team Aqua Grunt and Team Magma Grunt. Discard 1 card from your hand. Draw 3 cards. If the card you discarded was a Team Aqua, if you discarded a Pokemon with Team Aqua in its name, draw 1 more card. So, drop a card, draw 3. Drop a Team Aqua Pokemon, draw 4. I remember a time when that would have actually been good. I mean, we actually had, what was it now? There used to be a support back in the Diamond and Pearl eras for Felicities, which was a case of you could discard 1 to draw 3, discard 2 to draw, I think it was 4. Now, to be honest, that sounds bad on paper, but it had a deck to support it. It was basically a case of
you discard a couple of energy, you pick them up, or you're basically running off, or you just discard the card you don't need and go from there. Back in down to purple that actually had a purpose. You can actually make use of the energy you discarded. The game right now isn't as flexible with that. The fact that you're either dropping a Pokemon, well, you're not going to be running Pokemon in your deck that you're not going to want to use. So you might have to make a tough decision, and if you make that decision wrong, you could lose. Not saying you will lose, but you could lose. And to be honest, the way the numbers work out on this, it's Tyranno. You discard a Team Aqua Pokemon, it becomes Tyranno. How many people run Tyranno? How many people ran Sharon when that was the mainstream card? Like, play supporter, draw 3. Well, okay, you're drawing 4 cards, and I guess if you want to look at it as you're digging further into your deck, then yes, it's better. If you're looking purely at hand size, how many cards you're holding, how much work you're actually doing with these cards, you're going minus. Well, you're not going minus, but you're going +3. Because it's... Actually no, you're still only going +2, just like with Sharon and Tyranno, you're only going +2. Because remember, you've got your supporter from your hand, you've got the card you're discarding. If it's a Team Aqua Pokemon, you're drawing 4. Well, you spent 2, drawing 4, that leaves 2. 1 + 2. Sharon, play a supporter, draw 3. So, spent 1, got 2 left. I'm really trying my hardest not to accidentally swear. That was Team Aqua Grunt. Team Magma Grunt is identical, except instead of saying Team Aqua Pokemon, it's saying discard of Team Magma Pokemon. Big surprise there, guys. So, as it stands, nothing major so far. Let's go, because I know there's been a huge Koro leak. They actually had a comic based on the card game, where it's actually an Aqua Grunt and a Magma Grunt playing Pokemon against each other. Instead of actually having an actual battle like they would be, they're actually just having a card battle. It's different. Let's see, we've had some cards revealed to us. For Team Aqua, we've got Spheal, Celio, Walrein. Let's see, we've also got Magma's Pokemon, which is Aron, Larion, and Aggron. They're all fighting types. Let's see, well, there's also mention here of double Aqua Energy and double Magma Energy. Supposedly, it's mentioning here like the originals, so let's have a look at the original. Aqua Energy can be attached to a Pokemon with Team Aqua in its name. Aqua Energy provides water and dark energy, but provides 2 energy at the same time. Doesn't count as a basic energy card when not in play and has no effect other than providing energy. At the end of your turn, discard Aqua Energy. They will both provide 2 energy of their respective team's Pokemon, though this time around it will be 2 water or 2 fighting. Energy, since Pokemon are no longer dual darkness type like in the original set, and this is going to show us. Yeah, this is based on dual typing. So yes, the original Aqua and Magma cards were actually dual type with the primary element and dark. Now, it's saying here they will be double water, double fighting. I don't actually know if it's been stated that they will, but it makes most sense. Aqua will definitely be double water. Magma, on the other hand, I wouldn't be surprised if, instead of double fighting, it was double fire, but most likely it's going to be double fighting because their mascot is basically Groudon.
let's see, we've also got Team Aqua Great Ball and Team Magma Great Ball. That's set to be in the upcoming set, and supposedly going to be spiritual successors to Team Aqua Ball and Team Magma Ball. For anyone who's not familiar with these two cards, they're similar to Pokeball. You flip a coin, if heads, search your deck for a Team Aqua or a Team Magma Pokemon. If it's tails, you search your deck for a Team Aqua or a Team Magma basic Pokemon. So basically it's a case of how limited are you on your search. That's the only reason there's a coin toss. Saying that though, the fact that they're called Great Ball and not just Ball, it might be a precedent to actually state that maybe these cards will turn around and just say grab a Pokemon of the given name. It's like Team Aqua Great Ball, just grab an Aqua Pokemon, no coin toss. The upcoming set is also mentioning Poochyena and Mycana will be in the set, though under the ownership of whom is unknown. They could be under the ownership of both teams too. Possibly, I believe that was the interchangeable Pokemon for them, although why Team Magma didn't use Houndoom is beyond me. As expected. And also there's going to be a Team Magma's Zangoose and a Team Aqua's Seviper. For those who aren't familiar, Zangoose is a mongoose, Seviper's a snake. Mongooses and snakes don't like each other. Science. Natural biology. Joy. Archie and Maxie's cards aren't confirmed in the set yet, but they are a real possibility. So in other words, Pokebeach is turning around and saying, we don't know these things exist, but we want them to. Which kind of ties into, if we're getting Archie and Maxie cards, then it would be nice for them to actually turn around and say, well, here's the gym leaders, here's the 4. Because if I remember correctly, the Aqua and Magma storyline was actually the first time ever in the anime where gym leaders got involved with Ash's adventures. Ash was against Aqua and Magma, and then, oh look, here's gym leaders actually doing something other than lead gyms. And on the final note, we've actually got mention of Double Crisis. That's actually going to be the set where we will be seeing Magma and Aqua come full force. We've been shown 2 sets of card art so far. We've been shown 2 sets of pack art so far. Kyogre and Groudon, obviously. It's unknown what the other 2 are going to be. Possibly it's just going to be Zangoose and Seviper, or it could just be 2 miscellaneous Pokemon from the set which aren't actually Magma or Aqua. So we're going to get the blue blister sets, we're going to have 2 collector's boxes, and then I think it's like a 2 half kit sets. Oh no, and the trainer kit is going to focus on Latias and Latios. Oh, and duplicates, I guess. So yes, that could be interesting, could be fun. With all that is pretty much everything we've got from Aqua and Magma so far. Personally, I think it shows a lot of promise. It's the fact that we've already seen a sample of energy acceleration, energy manipulation, actually affecting our opponent's Pokemon retreat-wise, plus the Sharpedo just turning around and saying, grab a Pokemon is pretty powerful. What I can see, we do actually have a lot of potential here. They are trying to say, here are these cards that are actually pretty good, they're pretty powerful in their own rights. Whether they actually do get the job done, whether they'll actually have the impact that people are hoping they will have, it's yet to be seen, and I really hope that as we get more and more of the Aqua and Magma cards revealed to us, we'll actually get a much better view of how the set looks and how the game is going to shape up from them. Because, to be honest, I do want these cards to actually turn around and say,
hey, we actually are going to do something in the format, we are actually going to be interesting. But hey, that's just me, I could be completely wrong, it might not go anywhere. What do you guys think? As always, let me know down in the comment section, and until next time, I've been Julie. You guys are top percent. Peace.